YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. I want to come to you guys live with my Monday Night Raw review. So let's get right into it. To start off Monday Night Raw, you had the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman talked about how Brock was going to beat Goldberg on April 2nd at WrestleMania, and Paul Heyman was cutting a epic promo tonight on Monday Night Raw with the Beast, Brock Lesnar, standing beside him. Paul Heyman was absolutely gold on the mic tonight. I like Paul Heyman as a heel character. His promos are believable. Paul Heyman did an awesome job on the mic tonight. He cut an awesome promo for the Goldberg and Lesnar match at WrestleMania. I can't wait for that match. I think it would be a great match between Goldberg and Lesnar. I think it would be an epic match. And Paul Heyman said that Brock was going to dominate Goldberg April 2nd at WrestleMania. And he said that Goldberg will fall to Lesnar at WrestleMania. He said Goldberg won't stand a chance against Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar will dominate Goldberg April 2nd at WrestleMania. He said Goldberg will not only be conquered, but he will be dominated by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He said, and Brock Lesnar will become the new Universal Champion. And then Paul Heyman said, people will not say, look at Goldberg, but they will say, Goldberg is Brock's bitch, and Paul Heyman just cut an epic promo with the Beast Brock Lesnar tonight on Monday Night Raw to start off the show. This was a great segment with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman said Lesnar was going to destroy Goldberg April 2nd at WrestleMania. So go watch this segment with the Beast Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman to start off Monday Night Raw tonight. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Paul Heyman cut an epic promo tonight on Monday Night Raw along with the Beast Brock Lesnar. So go watch the segment with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar and listen to Paul Heyman's promo when he went to start off Monday Night Raw tonight. So go watch this segment with Paul Heyman and Brock to start off Monday Night Raw tonight. They're setting up their feud for WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. And then you had the other match, which was Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke. Sasha Banks goes over on Dana Brooke in kind of a squash match. So Sasha Banks ends up squashing Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke ends up turning on Charlotte. She hit Charlotte with a forearm. And Dana Brooke, I guess now is a heel. Since she's been babyface for so long, I guess now there's going to be a feud between Dana and Charlotte. I guess there's going to be a feud with that. I guess they're going to feud with each other. So Sasha Banks ended up picking up the win over Dana Brooke tonight on Monday Night Raw. 1, 2, 3. Sasha Banks ends up beating Dana Brooke tonight on Monday Night Raw. And then you had a cruiserweight match, Akira Tozawa and TJP taking on the team of the Brian Kendrick and Tony Nese. This was a cruiserweight match, and the Brian Kendrick and Tony Nese ended up going over on TJP and Akira Tozawa in a decent cruiserweight tag team match. I liked it. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team cruiserweight match. I thought it was kind of cool. I kind of enjoyed it. It was kind of enjoyable to me, so I thought this was a pretty decent, okay cruiserweight tag team match with TJP and Akira Tozawa taking on the team of the Brian Kendrick and Tony Nese tonight on Monday Night Raw. So go watch the cruiserweight tag team match with Akira Tozawa and TJP taking on the team of the Brian Kendrick and Tony Nese tonight on Monday Night Raw. It was a great cruiserweight tag team match. They put on a pretty decent cruiserweight tag team match tonight on Monday Night Raw. And Tony Nese and the Brian Kendrick ended up picking up the win over TJP and Akira Tozawa tonight on Monday Night Raw in a pretty decent, okay cruiserweight tag team match. And then you had you had another match with another tag match with Sheamus and Cesaro versus Enzo and Big Cass. Let's see who will face the club at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And this match ended in a double disqualification. So now the club will face Enzo and Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And then you had another cruiserweight match. You had Austin Aries versus Ari Daivari, and Austin Aries ends up going over on Ari Daivari with a discus forearm. This was a pretty decent, okay, a cruiserweight match between Austin Aries and Ari Daivari. And Austin Aries looked great in this match. He completely dominated Ari Daivari. And Austin Aries ended up picking up the win over Ari Daivari tonight on Monday Night Raw with a discus forearm. So Austin Aries ends up getting another win in the Cruiserweight division tonight on Monday Night Raw. He beat Ari Daivari tonight on Monday Night Raw. So go and watch this match between Ari Daivari and Austin Aries in their Cruiserweight match. And then you had Roman Reigns coming. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. I didn't care for this match. Roman Reigns ended up beating Jinder Mahal with 2 Superman punches. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns ends up beating Jinder Mahal. After Jinder Mahal gets beat by Roman Reigns, out comes HBK. And HBK tells Roman Reigns, "You're not focused about The Undertaker. He's playing mind games with you." And, Roman and Shawn Michaels had a back and forth, conversation. And Shawn Michaels just told Roman that you're not focused on The Undertaker. He's playing mind games with you. You're not focused. And then as Shawn Michaels leaves the ring after talking with Roman, Braun Strowman ends up blindsiding Roman Reigns on the ramp. And next week you will have Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman again. I don't really care for it, but we'll see what happens with that match next week on Monday Night Raw. And then you have some backstage segments with Stephanie and Mick Foley. And then you have KO and Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn and Chris Jericho. This match ended in a disqualification. So Sami Zayn and Chris Jericho ended up beating Samoa Joe and KO by disqualification in their tag team match. So go watch this tag team match with Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho versus KO and Samoa Joe. That match ended in a disqualification. In the tag team match for the see will face the club at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. So the match between Enzo and Cass and Sheamus ends in a double disqualification. Go and watch that match as well. It was Sheamus and Cesaro going one-on-one with Enzo and Cass tonight to see who would face the club at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. That match ended in a double disqualification. And then you had and then there was no Finn Balor tonight on Monday Night Raw. You had a vignette for Emma. She's going back to Evil Emma, so you had a vignette for Evil Emma. She said that she'll be coming soon. I thought it was pretty cool, I guess. And then you had Big Show versus Titus O'Neil. Big Show ended up going over on Titus O'Neil with 3 choke slams. So Big Show beat Titus O'Neil tonight on Monday Night Raw with 3 choke slams. And then to end the show, you had Triple H and Seth Rollins getting into a brawl. Stephanie wanted Mick Foley to fire somebody. Mick Foley said he couldn't think of nobody to fire but Stephanie. and Stephanie and Mick Foley got into a heated argument. I didn't really care for this segment. It kind of bored me. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Stephanie is cringe on the mic. I don't like Stephanie McMahon at all. She is cringe on the mic. She's god awful. I don't like her as a heel. She's not a good heel at all. I mean, Foley did okay. He kind of stood up for himself against Stephanie. And then Triple H came out, and then Mick Foley and Triple H had a back and forth. They had a heated conversation. And then Seth Rollins' music hits over the PA. He comes down, he confronts Triple H, and Triple H and Seth Rollins ended up getting into a brawl to end Monday Night Raw tonight. And then Triple H ended up hitting Seth Rollins in the leg with a crutch, and that takes down Rollins. And Triple H leaves Rollins laying in the middle of the ring. So this was a kind of an okay segment between Seth Rollins and Triple H. I think they're heating up their feud for WrestleMania. I think that'll be another great match as well. So Seth Rollins got attacked by Triple H with a crutch, and Triple H ended up leaving Rollins laying in the middle of the ring to end Monday Night Raw tonight. So the matches, so go back and watch the Beast, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman start off Monday Night Raw tonight. Go watch the women's match between Sasha Banks and Dana Brooke. Go back and watch Austin Aries versus Ari Daivari. Go back and watch Big Show and Titus O'Neil. And go back and watch the tag team match between Enzo and Cass and Sheamus. And go watch the other tag match with Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn versus KO and Samoa Joe. And go watch the segment with HBK and Roman Reigns. And go watch the brawl between Triple H and Seth Rollins to end Monday Night Raw tonight. I think you guys will like those. I think you guys will like those matches and those segments. So go back and watch those. I think you guys will really enjoy them. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw tonight. It was an okay show. It wasn't one of the best. I mean, this show was kind of boring. There wasn't much wrestling on the show tonight. Again, no Finn Balor. He wasn't on the show tonight. I don't know what they're going to do with Balor. I don't know what he's going to end up doing for Mania. We'll just have to wait and see. But next week, on Monday Night Raw, it will be Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns again. So, whoever cares about that match, hey, more power to you. I don't. I think it's going to be a boring match. I don't care for it. So, I'm going to go 5 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw tonight. It wasn't a great show. There wasn't much wrestling on the show tonight. I mean, I didn't really get much into it. Bayley ended up beating Nia Jax tonight on Monday Night Raw in a disqualification. So Bayley went over on Nia Jax by disqualification. Go and watch Bayley versus Nia Jax. That match ended in a disqualification, and Bayley won by DQ over Nia Jax. So, guys, if you like this Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up. And guys, this show was a pretty okay show. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't much of a show tonight. But go and watch the segments and the matches I told you about tonight on Monday Night Raw. I think you guys really enjoy them. And let's try to get this Monday Night Raw review to 250,000 likes. I really appreciate that. And if you like my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button. If you're new to my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button as well. That way you can be a part of my notification squad for my Monday Night Raw reviews, my SmackDown Live reviews, and my Lucha Underground reviews. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow during my SmackDown Live review on my YouTube channel. You guys have an awesome night. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow during SmackDown Live. We'll talk to you guys later. Take care.